Yeah, the Vatican says Pope Francis died of a stroke that put him in a coma that led to heart failure. Now, as you can see behind me, mourners gathering in St. Peter's Square tonight, where it's 11 o'clock p.m. local time. Mourners have been gathering all day, saddened, of course, by the news of the Pope's death, especially since they just saw him yesterday on Easter Sunday giving his blessing. Pope Francis was the first Jesuit Pope, the first Latin American pontiff, but he will most be remembered for his warm and welcoming style, leading the world's 1+ billion Catholics. Just hours before the Vatican confirmed his death of a stroke and heart failure, Pope Francis made his way through St. Peter's Square, waving to the crowd from the Pope-mobile. It was his first public appearance since leaving the hospital in March, following a long bout with double pneumonia.
Cari fratelli e sorelle.
From the balcony of the Basilica, the Pope gave an Easter blessing, while an aide read his prepared address. It focused on peace and called for an end to conflicts around the world. Pope Francis, born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Buenos Aires, Argentina in 1936, the son of Italian immigrants, felt a calling to the Roman Catholic priesthood early in his life.
He was going to a school picnic with his friends, but on the way saw the open door of a church, and he said he just felt a call to go inside and go to confession, and he said something came over me and my life changed.
Rocco Palmo is a Catholic journalist and Vatican expert.
He had a girlfriend at the time. He was actually considering getting engaged, and something just called him to follow Jesus as a priest. And that sense of the open door has permeated the rest of his life. You know, that's why he wants the doors of churches to be open. That's why he wants, not just literally, but figuratively, to be open to people at the margins.
He was elected to lead the Roman Catholic Church in March of 2013.
Francis was an unexpected choice because he's the first member of a religious order in decades and the first Jesuit pope. But I think they saw him as someone who was theologically traditional, but also someone who understood why the church needed to reach out to the poor and people on the margins. So I think that's what sealed it for him.
Father James Martin is editor-at-large for America magazine. He says he met the Pope many times. Known for his humility, Pope Francis discarded more elaborate trappings of the Vatican.
He did not want to live in the apostolic palace. He said it's too big, as all popes, after it was built, have lived there, I think. He lived in a guest house. He got rid of the red shoes. He lived very simply, which was really in keeping with his life as a Jesuit. We take a vow of poverty.
Pope Francis, a strict follower of church doctrine, was also considered a revolutionary.
Nel nome del Padre, del Figlio e dello Spirito Santo.
He apologized to survivors of clergy child sex abuse, a worldwide scandal he inherited that stained the reputation of the Catholic Church. The Holy Father also advocated for saving the environment and allowing women to have leadership roles.
Francis continually pushed for, as he called it, more incisive roles for women. He was the first pope to name a woman as the head of a Vatican department or dicastery. He appointed a woman to be the first governor of Vatican City. These are huge moves. And in terms of LGBT people, he's the first pope ever to use the word gay.
And in September of 2015, Pope Francis paid a visit here to New York City, receiving a warm welcome from thousands of adoring New Yorkers.
I think he had a very conversational and warm and welcoming style, which people responded to. He was not afraid to go out to people and hug them and have them hug him.
The 88-year-old pontiff most recently was hospitalized for double pneumonia, a condition worsened by the fact he had part of one of his lungs removed as a young man. While being treated at the hospital in Rome, onlookers noticed a rainbow light up the sky above the building treating the Holy Father. And here is another live look at Vatican City tonight. As we said, they're 6 hours ahead, so it's about 11 o'clock there right now. Pope Francis also left wishes for his funeral, true to his life. The Pope wanted things to be simple, not as elaborate as his predecessors. The Vatican releasing his last will and testament, Pope Francis writing, quote, "The suffering that marked the final part of my life I offer to the Lord for peace in the world and brotherhood among peoples." Really true to his life and how he felt about wanting to bring us all together, Bianca.
Absolutely, especially beautiful the words that he left there as well. Thanks so much for that.